President Trump's new 10% global tariffs went into effect today. Meanwhile, how are nations responding to the Supreme Court's tariff ruling, and what impact has it had on trade deals? NTD's Arlene Richards has the latest.
Other alternatives will now be used to
Shortly after the Supreme Court struck down President Trump's worldwide tariffs imposed under one U.S. law, he signed an order to impose a new 10% global tariff under a different law. The new 10% global tariffs went into effect on Tuesday. So far, the president has not officially signed a directive to raise it to 15%, despite his announcement a day after signing off on the 10% tariff. And as he makes efforts to preserve the White House trade agenda, some countries are assessing the potential fallout from the ruling.
This gives us the impression that this is so uncertain what now the development will bring.
Others are more confident.
We will actively contact and communicate with the U.S. over the subsequent procedures.
Meanwhile, Democrats have begun calling for the federal government to issue refunds. India and the European Union have deferred trade talks with the United States. On Monday, the European Parliament halted its ratification process of a sweeping trade deal with the United States.
And nobody knows what will happen after, and it's unclear if there will be additional measures.
But the U.S. has reassured the EU that nothing's changed.
I understand your decision to delay this morning's votes on the relevant regulations, but it is imperative we keep the process moving forward.
India has also slowed engagement with the United States over tariffs. India's Finance and Corporate Affairs Minister told the Hindu news outlet on Monday that New Delhi's Commerce Ministry was reviewing the situation. Japan's trade minister asked for reassurances on a Monday call with U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Taiwan isn't worried. In a press conference on Tuesday, Taiwan's vice president reassured the public that the country's prior trade deal with the U.S. remained intact.
I believe that this negotiation outcome provides a favorable foundation for ensuring that our industries continue to enjoy a relative advantage and the best treatment in the face of the next phase of changes in U.S. tariff policy.
On Monday, 22 Senate Democrats sponsored a bill that would require refunds plus interest primarily to small businesses. Senator Alex Padilla said in a statement on Monday, "We must ensure that hardworking Americans and small businesses who have footed the bill for Trump's disastrous economic agenda immediately get their money back." Trump has said the ruling didn't do enough to address the refund issue, which could tie up the federal government in court for years to come. Arlene Richards, NTD News.